Hello my lovely Capricorn people, this is gonna be your spring 2024 tarot reading for all of you that have Capricorn sun, moon or rising. We're gonna be looking at the period starting with the spring equinox, which happens either on the 19th or the 20th of March depending on where you are located in the world, and it's gonna end with the summer solstice, which happens either on the 19th or 20th of June, again depending on where you are located. So let's see for all my lovely Capricorn people what the energy of this spring has in store for you. Well, right off the bat we have your ruler here, Saturn, which I think it's a good sign, it's a positive sign. We also have a quincunx, the 7th house, Saturn, and the sign of Pisces. So, just generally speaking, this spring is gonna be challenging on one side, but it's also a time when you can really build more stability and long-term success in your life. If you trust your intuition, if you trust yourself, if you don't fight against the current, right? If you don't try to swim against the current, but if you kind of go with the flow, this season can be highly beneficial for you. But let's look at it month by month. Right off the bat, March starts out with a bit of tension in your life. You are dissatisfied with certain aspects of your life, and I would actually challenge all the Capricorns watching right now to make a list of the things, the projects, the relationships, all the situations in your current life, whether it's in your professional or your personal life, everything that doesn't rise up to your standards. Put those things on a list and then start thinking of what you can do to improve those situations in your life, because just sitting in this energy of discontent, of discord, of dissonance doesn't do anyone any good. But acknowledging the reality of these negative feelings, of these low vibrations, and then thinking of what you can do, of actual practical things that you can start doing to change this reality, is actually very beneficial for you. April comes with a lot of focus on partnerships. And I don't want to limit your vision here by only talking about relationships and marriage and your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Think also about your business partnerships. Who are you partnering up in your professional development? Who are the colleagues that you are building a relationship with? Are you networking with the correct people? Did you do a good stakeholder analysis on the people that can influence your professional development moving on? These are all things that you need to think about. And if you're not doing anything in this direction, start doing it now. Libras are also going to be very important for you in the month of April. April is a good month to get married. It's a good month to get engaged. It's a good month to start a family. It's a great month to sign contracts, even though Mercury is retrograde for most of the month. If you started negotiations before April 2nd, then April is a good time to sign any type of contract. For more details here on what you can expect during Mercury retrograde, I'm already preparing separate tarot spread for each individual sign. So I would recommend you to subscribe to my channel and come back when that video is live, because I think there are going to be some very important things coming up here for you, my dear Capricorn people, in April. May, it's all about discipline. It's all about boundaries, yours and other people's as well. May is gonna be a challenging month. You're gonna have to work hard, but if you're really serious about reaching your goals, about achieving your targets, May is a great time to put the foundations for some big projects in your life. Just as April, May is also a good time to get married. May is also a good time to buy a house. May is a good time to settle down, to put roots and to start building something. May is a good month to start a business. It's not gonna be something very trendy, something that goes viral, but it's gonna be the type of business that you grow steadily, slowly over time. It doesn't have bubble energy, it has stability behind it, okay? And June, well, June is an interesting month for you guys. It might be a bit challenging because it's not easy for Capricorns to go with the flow. It's not easy for Capricorns to be dreamy and airy and to detach from reality, and I understand this, but this is basically what you're gonna have to do in June. So my recommendation would be book a vacation in June, at least for a few days, if not a few weeks. June is the best time for you to do a retreat, to do workshops, to do spiritual growth, to work on yourself, to try whatever it is that you want to try. June is a good month to work on increasing your intuitive powers. June is gonna be a great month for all the Capricorns that are artistic in any way, shape or form. So think writers, musicians, composers, actors, anyone that incorporates creativity in their day-to-day life. June is gonna be the month where the muses of creation and beauty and inspiration are really working with you, not against you, okay? Now let's see what are going to be some of the biggest challenges, some of the biggest obstacles for Capricorns in this season, okay? So exactly 4 cards we have here. So a lot of your challenges come from within. Some come from the outside world, from other people, but especially the first half of the season, so March and April, you're gonna be challenged to step out of your comfort zone. You're gonna be challenged to face your fears. You're gonna be challenged to put up some boundaries with people that are stealing your energy, your focus, your resources. And you're also gonna be challenged to really look closely in the mirror and identify the parts of you that are self-sabotaging your growth and your development. This is really the biggest challenge for Capricorns in March and April. March is more about facing your fears, April more about defeating this part of you that self-sabotages. Well, not necessarily defeating, but understanding why you are self-sabotaging, understanding the fears behind this destructive behavior, and then finding a healthy way for you to move on, to continue to grow and to continue to evolve. Because if you don't, you're gonna keep living with this constant discomfort. If you don't, your relationships will never work out because you will always find the ways to sabotage them while also playing the victim role. So let's call a spade, Capricorns. You're very good at this. You are very intelligent. You know how to manipulate people for sure. And this needs to stop. Because if this doesn't stop, you are only tricking yourself. You're only stealing from yourself. You are your biggest enemy here. This is something that you need to understand. May. May comes with some financial challenges here. I think you are expecting more. You are expecting a bigger bonus. You are expecting maybe some overtime pay. You are expecting something more here in May, and what you're getting doesn't rise up to your expectations. But it's normal with Saturn there. For sure, Saturn delays gratification. This is something that Saturn really likes, when we are able to delay gratification. It doesn't mean that the money is never coming to you. It's just not right now. You're going to receive something in May, but the big lump sum of money that you're expecting is going to come later in the year. For June, your biggest challenge is going to be sticking to your guns, sticking to your principles, and really not cheating. This is a big challenge for Capricorns in June, because temptation is all around you. Your animalistic urges and desires tend to be very strong in June, and self-control overall is a really big issue for Capricorns here, especially when we have Pisces dissolving all barriers, all boundaries. Self-control is something that you're going to struggle with, and self-control can be drinking too much, eating too much, abusing drugs or pills or whatever you're abusing. It can be cheating, it can be emotional cheating or physical cheating. I don't know. Be careful, because this is gonna be your struggle basically in June. Oh, and another thing here, Leos are gonna challenge you in June, so be prepared to be challenged by a fiery Leo. Of course, not everything is dark and gloomy. The universe has in store for us some blessings as well, and we're gonna see exactly what those blessings are. But while I shuffle these cards for you Capricorns, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment in the comment section, and let's see now your biggest blessings for this season. Interesting, we have the Two of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the King of Cups. So in March, your biggest blessing is the fact that you have choices. Your free will is important. The decisions that you make in March are gonna have repercussions in your life later on in the year. Your freedom is very important here in March, and knowing that you have all these options, all these opportunities, all this freedom is gonna be really the thing that helps you move through all this difficult energy that we saw here. In April, your biggest blessing is learning from your mistakes, growing together with other people, finding your tribe, finding other people that are also struggling with the same things that you are struggling with. So maybe in April you go join a support group. Maybe in April you start doing group therapy. Maybe in April you start taking a class, a course of some type, and you make really great, amazing friends there. Maybe in April you go back to school to finish a degree, to get a certificate, to get a piece of paper that basically shows that you are qualified to do something, right? And in doing so, you meet your tribe, you meet people with similar interests, with similar dreams, with similar aspirations. Another thing that's very possible here in April for Capricorns is to find your mentor, to find a teacher, a professor, someone older, wiser, that will help you grow. In May, your biggest blessing are gonna be your friends, because we see here a lot of difficult energy, right? You're struggling with seeing the results of your hard work, and your friends are gonna be the ones that help you see things in a different way. Your friends are gonna be the ones that help lighten the load for you. So go out as much as you can in May, socialize, go out with your friends, go celebrate your accomplishments, their accomplishments. Just make sure that you are surrounded by shiny, happy people, I would call them, right? Because you really need this positive vibe, this positive influence in your life in May. June comes with a lot of wisdom. June will either bring in your life an older person, an older male, someone very wise, someone that will guide you through the next season. Or for a lot of you, June will help you gain a lot of emotional wisdom, emotional intelligence. June will see you level up in a big way. And once you have this level up, really not a lot can stand in your way moving on into summer. So overall, I would say this is a positive reading for you. Of course, there are challenges. Of course, there are some blessings here. But I would say overall, the blessings outweigh the challenges for sure. Now, before we finish up your reading, I would also like to get a card from your guardian angels just to guide you through the season. Maybe we can find an encouragement or the answer to a question that you've been mulling over. Let's see what messages your angels have for you. Something big is happening in the near future. So if the thing that you're struggling with or wondering about is really when will you finally see the results of your hard work, when you can expect certain things to happen in your life, the answer is in the near future. Big things are coming for you, good things, great things, amazing things. I see amazing friends. I see a lot of maturity. I see a lot of growth. I really see the potential for you to level up. I see a lot of amazing potential here. Of course, you need to work with this energy. You need to overcome the challenges. You need to put in the effort as well. But all in all, I think you're gonna enjoy this spring. I really think you're gonna look back a few years from now. You're gonna look back at the spring of 2024 and really see how it was your launching pad for the next big chapter in your life. Thank you very much, Capricorns, for joining me in this tarot reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to reading all your comments in the comment section. And I really hope to see you here next time for the Mercury retrograde predictions. Bye bye.